This episode is brought to you by Columbia Sportswear. It's snowing again, and that wind chill is killer. But you're not worried about that because you shop the Omni Heat Infinity Collection. It's warmth perfected with tiny gold dots that reflect your body heat inside and protect you from the cold outside. No snow or chilly temps can stop you now. Go out anyway. Shop the Omni Heat Infinity Collection now at Columbia.com/infinity.
The holidays are a time to feel and create joy. And what could be more joyous than the look on her face as she unwraps a stunning new jewelry piece from Blue Nile? How about getting 50% off your purchase? Blue Nile offers premium quality, priced below traditional retail. Their online experts are available 24/7 to answer any questions and make sure you've picked the perfect gift. For a limited time, you can get 50% off at BlueNile.com. That's 50% off at BlueNile.com.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great, but with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Previously on Roll Britannia.
One of the pieces of eight was a lantern.
We need transportation.
Howdy. We can drop you off anywhere you need.
The Great Void, do you know what that is?
It's best to avoid the Great Void, as they say.
Captain, we do need to go to Tortwell.
Making a hut.
Out of what?
Magic.
I would wait.
Let's head on in.
Oh crap, there's tabaxi everywhere.
Hey! A little girl has been taken by horrible lizard people.
How many did you send down?
About 15. They haven't returned. They're causing problems, and it's just no good. They were here first. We've got to get rid of them.
Let's go.
You! I said never to come back.
We're here to find Delilah.
You go mines, find girl, bring girl back.
Okay, we'll do that.
Maybe there's carrots over there.
Okay, look.
There's
a bunch of dragonborns just ahead of us.
What are you doing here?
We got sent down here to try and retrieve a little girl.
Don't have a little girl.
Jeff, what's going on?
You will come with us.
Could you mind if I light the way a bit?
No, I can't see.
Follow us. You see a city of light. She will see you now.
Who is she, may I ask?
You may call me your majesty.
Hi.
You seem different.
In what way different?
It is a touch of destiny about you.
We were sent here to find a little girl.
She is with the ancient ones, raising an ancient egg.
Who are the ancient ones?
They are our ancestors.
What's in the Great Void?
Pangia. The ancient ones live there. We dare not go. Some more Dragonborn come marching in with a collection of humans. I cannot allow these interlopers to leave here. You have a choice. Say nothing and walk away. You can fight us and try and save your friends. Or you can give the word. We will deal with these and we will help you to find the surface once again.
We stand with you, your majesty.
All caught up? Good. Let's get back to the action.
Last time we played.
I think we all remember, so let's move on without any context for the scenes that yeah?
No. What happened?
I feel very lopsided at the moment. I don't know why. I think it's because there's two people standing on this side of the room and two people sitting on the... I feel like I should be leaning this way.
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm giving you the real world.
No,
shit
I'm
feed.
I'm
In a minute,
I'm
we're going to
sitting.
stand up.
You're sitting.
Yeah.
I guess there's no change.
No, not at all.
So then, last time you played, you were faced with a moral dilemma.
A big dilemma.
Dilemma, yes. You were meeting the Queen of the Dragonborn.
Queen. Just the Queen.
Your Majesty.
All you needed to know was Her Majesty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Queen, Your Majesty.
Queen Lizzie.
If that's what you want to call her.
Not to her face, though.
No.
No, not to a face. No.
And you were having quite an enlightening conversation with her.
After we'd seen what the other things that she come out of her mouth other than words.
Yes.
Again, no jokes about that or innuendos because I don't want her to burn me to death and vaporize me.
She did vaporize a black bear.
Yeah.
She needed a bear.
Without
basically, yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Like,
No hesitation. Just
we brought it into the universe. She took it out straight away.
Yeah, immediately. It was there for all of, 3 seconds?
If you need pest control, call Queen Lizzie.
Yeah. No, call Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Call Her Majesty. And...
Might ask her to help me out getting some more items out of Bob.
Could you just wait there?
Admin.
I have some things I need to get out of the bag.
To be fair, it's not a bad shout.
I mean, you would be asking the Queen to do some labour for you.
Yes.
But I'm
may
sure,
not go down as well as you think.
And sure, if we just willy-nilly pulled out another cylinder and maybe a few other things, and stuff came out, she wouldn't want the stuff that came out to sort of be milling around her throne room.
You might be able to pitch it to her as sort of like, would you like a takeaway service? We can bring some food to your house.
Yes.
Here's a cow. Here's
some seafood.
It's actually not terrible. They did like the donkey. They liked it so much they killed it and cut it up and ate it.
Still not entirely happy about that.
Look, let's face it.
That was my right.
If you live underground and a donkey is found wandering about, odds are...
Like a dominoes being wandering through your living room and you go, I'll probably leave that.
You know what I mean?
There's a couple of drafts in this living room.
Would you permit us to have a quick moment for Kong?
Yes, we'll have a moment's silence. And it's over.
I was wondering who was going to do it. Yeah.
I think our respects have been
thoroughly immortalised there.
As much respect as that donkey realistically.
As much respect as a fictional donkey deserves, yes.
A fictional donkey that's let's not forget was a cockwomble and a little girl disguised.
Yeah, we still don't.
Yes, obviously. And yes, you were faced with a moral dilemma of either trying to save some people who had come from the surface and had arguably been invading for reasons that seem not entirely accurate.
A little bit murdery.
Or just walking away and washing your hands of it, or siding with the Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, what do we do, lads?
Well, it was a slow process, but I believe eventually we all went, kill the humans.
As long as they're not children.
I mean, you did do that, yes. You made sure to check they weren't children.
Yeah.
We checked their IDs.
Yes. When's your birthday? 14th of February? What year? Every year.
That's not a child, that's just a dwarf.
Out.
You can tell by the beard.
And
get out.
When's your birthday? Anyway, let's pick up the action. You have, when we left the action, you had just sided with the Queen.
Yes.
Her Majesty.
So we're still in that moment.
I've just apologised to a bunch of people that most likely are going to die in the next.
100%.
What's the over/under, lads? You want to make a couple of bets?
It's going to last long.
Well, I mean, just like how long? How many hours do you think they've got?
It morally right to rob them before they get burned to a crisp?
To rob them before they get burnt to a crisp?
I think they probably mind less after they get burnt to a crisp.
Yeah, but if they got burnt to a crisp, who's to say there's going to be anything useful on them?
They'd probably mind less. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong.
Yeah.
Have your stuff, please. You're about to die. Seems like
they might have some gold.
Hey, Milo.
I don't know about you.
Go for it, Milo.
I've
Milo.
only got 50.
Pitch it to Your Majesty. Her Majesty. Our Majesty.
I don't think she'd be down with it.
Well, she'd be more likely to be down with it than
He's just wandering over.
Yeah, if you clarify it with her rather than just you start fiddling with. No,
Yeah,
not in that way.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's a big question, though.
Well, I don't know. She might not have it. It's sort of like saying, do you mind if I trim this sheep before we kill it? Like, so I can have the wool? Well, yeah, do what you want. I'm going to kill it. You might not care.
Keth, you want to ask her if they've been searched already?
I will then do in Draconic, just out of trying to be respectful as possible.
Yeah.
You're the interrupter.
And I just basically pitched the question of, would you have they already been searched? Your Majesty, have they the intruders, as it were, that quite rightly are probably going to get their just desserts by your hand, have they already been searched? And out of curiosity, or are we okay just to do a final sweep to collect any useful belongings or items that they might have.
Their possessions belong to us now.
That understandable. Absolutely fine.
Yeah.
That's absolutely fine. Just thought we'd check.
What
We
does
want
she
anything to go to waste?
What does she say, Jeff? Because that guy over there's got quite a nice shirt on.
Yeah, well, she said that their possessions
If you can get the blood
belong
off
to
it.
them now, so it's whatever, if she wants to burn their possessions, that's up to them.
So they're hers to
I'm
burn.
not going to argue with that, but it was worth an ask.
She's captured them, and 100% Milo.
She's captain?
She's captured them.
I thought she was like the guy upstairs, Queen Captain.
Oh, no, she's just Queen.
And
Majesty.
she sort of addresses the gathered Dragonborn, and she says, "The decision has been made. Take these interlopers away. Allow them their final moments. We will end it in the morning."
If you don't... Oh, actually, no, I'm not going
Now
to interrupt this giant moment.
Now to our fallen ones, please give them their rights. I will see to the families in court.
So I don't know. We're hanging around like spare farts now.
Pretty much.
How can we...
What's...
you further, Your Majesty?
Is there a moment to talk, or do they start?
They start
take
to,
them
they
away
start to do that now.
immediately, or
Yeah, they start to do that now.
yeah.
Now, to do with you, thank you for making that decision.
Just
It has shown me much about you and confirmed that what I have seen will indeed come to be. So, where would you like us to show you to? Anywhere on the surface, we can take you.
If I may, before we start with that, Your Majesty, just please answer me, if you can, one final question. How, these interlopers, how exactly are they being dispatched? I'm just hoping that it'll be quick, once that final moment does come.
The executioner will see to them in the morning.
You can understand comments.
I'm talking we're talking
Yes.
I respect every now and then I will talk in
yeah.
tongue too.
The executioner will see to them in the morning.
And does he... Forgive me. Does he perform the same sort of talents that you helped us with for our uninvited animal friend?
That is a very morbid question, but no. He has a large X.
And he's good at his job. He's all right, sharp axe and stuff like that.
Official executioner.
Brilliant. I'm happy. Let's move on.
Excellent. Well, do we want to go through the void?
I think we should go to...
I mean, if we're still looking for the little girl, that's where Your Majesty...
I think we should carry on with the mission.
Yeah.
We should go to Pangaea.
Your Majesty.
Would we survive in the void,
Could
Jeff? Would we survive that?
Would you wish to be taken back to the surface, to the town? Or would you like to go somewhere else?
Well, the thing is that we want to help clear your name a little bit by this whole issue that brought us down here initially was because we were told that there was a little girl down here that had been taken by you. And so obviously we want to clear your name by finding the little girl and bringing her back. And we can then tell them that it wasn't anywhere near the Dragonborn and that we need to leave you folk alone or things will get worse.
Are you saying this in Draconic or...
in Draconic.
Oh, fuck.
And so... we would quite like to go, if possible, if you could show us, to somewhere into the void. If that's something that you think that we could potentially even survive for a moment.
I will have you shown to our nearest exit, in Pangaea.
Jeff.
Please.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
You are excused. Please find yourselves awaiting in the waiting room outside. I shall have someone sent to you presently.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty. And Jeff would like to take a deep bow to her before turning and exiting to the waiting room.
As Jeff turns to Leah, I'm just going to... Jeff, I don't know if you've already covered this, but can you just tell her, her reputation in that town? I'm quite good at protecting things from being known by people.
Okay.
What happened in this room will hopefully stay between us.
Yeah.
And the Queen. And I might be quite helpful in helping convince the town of that. Yeah?
Okay.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Plausible deniability, alibis, these kinds of things.
You want to be able to just say that we weren't here? Or
No, just like...
They're not here.
That they didn't take them into a big room and go, let's kill them all.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Maybe they died in a fight in them.
Or we... curious, before we... I've said I've headed off about...
Well, we're leaving.
You're walking out this time.
And she, as a queen, did go, you are excused, so it's not really like... just one more thing, like a Columbo.
Just at the door, a door moment. So I'm like, Your Majesty, out of curiosity.
Just one more thing, Your Majesty.
Are we going to the last place where the girl was seen then?
Yeah, ideally.
Cool. That's what I wanted to ask.
Well, actually what she said was that she's taking us to the nearest exit to the void.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we've been given. So,
lads, next time, as we've been sort of shuffled up, lads, next time we meet like a ruler this powerful, let's be a little bit more specific with what we ask for.
Yeah,
I think.
Equally, thing is when we're asking for things, it's sort of we have to take what they do. We don't take up too much of their time. They are royalty,
and also we have to sort of take what they give us.
Yeah, exactly. I think we've got quite a lot. She's taking us to the void. We now know the child's not here.
She didn't kill us.
And
this is great news.
To be honest, I did get a magazine out of it.
You've got a magazine. Everyone's a winner.
Everyone is a winner. It's
Except
a great day.
15, but we don't talk about those 15.
Everybody.
Yeah? Those 15 we don't talk about.
What alleged 15?
Alleged 15.
What 15?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Who? Do I hear an Albert?
Oh, no.
So are we moving? Are we being ushered out basically?
Yeah, you've found yourselves back in the waiting area, and you're probably there for another sort of 15 minutes, half an hour or so, just an amount of time. And eventually, a couple of Dragonborn come in, and they say in Draconic, "Come with us."
This way, lads.
Yeah,
follow these guys.
We're not. You.
Yeah, they said come with us.
In like a, you're coming with us way. Or...
No. They're leading the way.
Are we going to be arrested, Jeff?
Are we in trouble?
No. Are we actually out of here?
They're taking us to the void.
They're not pointing weapons at you or anything.
This is what the Queen said was going to happen.
It's just sort of hard. I can't really communicate with them. I don't really know.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's very hard to read when we don't understand what they're saying.
Just trust me. The second there's a sign of danger, I've got to get behind you guys anyway. Okay, so you're going to know.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, great. That's good. Yeah, fantastic.
If Jeff hides,
if we see
worry.
Jeff suddenly turn invisible, then it's time to worry.
Then if I haven't communicated, oh, fuck me, let's run. Run.
Yeah, okay. Yeah,
okay.
There'll be verbal and visual components to an escape plan.
I have a question.
Okay.
On our way out, do we happen to see any majestic as fuck scenes?
Unfortunately, you don't.
No. It's just a square grey corridor.
All the way.
It's got quite late now, and a lot of the lights are out in the city, so it's not very sparkly anymore.
It's like Disneyland, but after it's been closed.
Yeah, you can tell that there should be some majesty to it, but just looks a bit shut down.
The only majesty you'll see is the one we've just walked away from.
Oh, very good, very nice.
Now that's a pun, Milo.
Better than yours, whatever that was.
Not a pun. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. You can't judge some. It's like judging a fish on how it can climb a tree. It just can't do that unless you
put that magazine down.
Unless you put the tree underwater, and then that's a whole other thing.
Yeah, or just open bob in a tree, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Are there any fish? There's calamari. Anyway, the two Dragonborn lead you along a different path to the one you came in by, and you leave this city through a sort of dark, small exit in the cave sort of walls.
The tradesman's entrance.
The tradesman's entrance, if you will. And you head off down a narrow path. And
can I just very quickly, perception that we're walking through, is this quite a heavily guarded route?
There were guards at the entrance, but it's quite narrow is the thing. It's not easy to get.
Okay.
It's basic. It's little more than single file.
Is it brightly lit?
Is it fuck?
No. Yeah, that's fair.
I'll put my goggles on.
Okay.
Do they have torches?
They do have torches.
They've got torches, okay.
So you go blind!
I just asked you if it was bright.
Yes,
Fine.
I said,
2D10.
you asked, is it brightly lit?
2D10.
The answer to that question is no, it is not brightly lit.
The torches are very brightly
Can
lit.
you see? Yes, you can see, because the Dragonborn have brought torches.
Oh no.
Milo just keeps putting these on to blind himself. Sort of like,
Let's see what the number is.
the glasses are blinding.
He's so disgusted.
Oh, good news. It's only a 1.
Oh, thank God.
So disgusted.
Because you very briefly, you were like, no, it's not dark.
So disgusted.
And when I lift them off, a child appears and throws sand in my eyes.
Yes, it does.
No, please no. Not really?
No.
Yes, yeah. Okay, well.
Keth will have seen this and he'll grab hold of Milo so he's not just left behind, blinded. Like, oh, come on, stop doing
Thanks,
that.
Kev.
Are you getting enjoyment out of this?
No.
Do you just want to hold my hand? What's going on?
I say the thing, la 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 la. You'll just be able to hear me just idly sort of singing to myself as we're walking down this long tunnel.
And this tunnel sort of switched back sort of left and right for quite a long time. And actually it takes a couple of hours of walking through this tunnel.
Is the tunnel...
Oh, I can see again.
Yeah.
You say it switches back and
Welcome
forth,
back.
so it changes direction?
Yes.
Can I just make a perception check? Do I see any other branches off this tunnel, or is it a single solid track?
Yeah.
Cool.
The switchback is kind of there as a sort of... You get the idea that it's kind of defensive in a sense that, it prevents someone getting a long run at any particular point of it.
Sure.
You can't shoot down it.
Yeah.
All these things.
Yeah. Possibly to do with the way it's been mined as well.
Yeah. It followed a seam.
Yeah.
And after a few hours of trekking through this tunnel, you begin to see a faint light ahead of you.
Milo,
Don't put the goggles on.
It's going to go.
No.
Keth tackling him to the floor. Get those fucking things on.
Look, Jeff.
Just to avoid any confusion, these are going back in my fucking bag.
Okay, cool.
While he's being tackled to the ground. His brother was definitely more evil, but yeah, don't think he's right in there.
Well, it's not his brain, is it? Or his
That's
head?
true.
So.
Yeah. Maybe the brain is slowly decomposing after death. Does he get just quick perception check on Milo?
Has he got brain leaking out his ears?
Does his body look like it's rotting?
Roll perception.
Accidentally turns himself on.
That's a natural 1.
Yes, it is, yes. You think his arm's just fallen off?
You think it's a zombie?
Can I... do I know what he's doing?
No.
I'm gonna instantly draw my... Do you guys...
Whoa! What are you doing?
Go, put your weapon away. They're still here, Derek.
You think it's fallen off because he's just sort of like pulled it forward to itch there, so it looks like he's got no arm on the right hand side.
Do you not fucking say... I'm just gonna point my gun directly at Milo.
Jeff's gonna grab the arm of Derek and just go, Derek, put the weapon away. They are still here.
Do you not fucking see him rotting?
He's not rotting. He's itching.
He's got a scratch. Look, his arm's there.
Your gun
just brings his arm back
down.
Sorry, it must have been just a trick of the candlelight. Fair enough. Sorry, lads.
Really sorry. Jeff just says it draconic.
Yeah.
Did they see?
No, they're just walking away ahead at the moment.
They don't see and don't really care as long as we fight amongst ourselves.
Yes,
not them. Yeah.
Just keep it cool.
Yeah. I'm sorry. It's been just a long day. Okay.
It's just the darkness and the light.
These old eyes get tired. It's a lot of dark vision today. I don't know how you feel, Keth.
Yeah, it must have been really weird in the mind.
It makes my eyes really itchy after all.
Almost like you've had some sand thrown in them.
Couple of gritty pieces have just been floating around in there.
And eventually you get to the end of this sort of tunnel. It widens out into a little cave. A cavelet, if you will.
Cavelet.
So
where does that fit in the cavenet?
Cavelet, cavenet.
No. Cavelet, cave, cavenet, cavern.
Perfect.
Are these all Icosamon evolutions?
Yes.
What's one of those?
Yeah, he wasn't there, was it?
This has got very meta all of a sudden.
Those are the things, Milo, that you promised. Well, Malrus promised all of his worldly goodness to us. Remember, me and Derek told you that he promised loads of stuff.
Right.
Okay.
Insight.
We've already done the deception.
We've done this.
Yeah. We've done this. Let's gloss over it.
And when you get to the end, you see the two Dragonborn with the torches stood sort of either side of this sort of outline of light that looks sort of door shaped. You can just see this light sort of seeping through around the edges of a door, and they say to you, Jeff, they say,
"This is our gateway to Pangea.
Wow, thank you very much for taking us this far.
Please do not come back.
Okay.
We value our home, and we would value if you do not share this information. Our queen has trusted you.
Absolutely. No.
But no, we can reach many places.
Sure, that you don't need to threaten us. We are not here to
It is not a threat, it is a fact.
Okay, that's fine. And I will tell you for a fact that we are good men and true. We are not going to be telling anyone. We don't want to cause any more disturbance for your people. If anything, we want to try and clear the name of your people to allow you to live in peace again. Thank you so much for all of your help.
While they're just
and I did not
clicking
understand
and
a word of that.
No.
Okay. While they're clicking and clacking over there, you said, right, it was like a dim light, sort of suggested light. We got to it, and then I'm just not sure. Essentially, I want to do a perception check to see whether I can see outside and it's just a normal cave thing, or is it some sort of mystical portal that just looks like light? Do you know what I mean? Is it a doorway of light, and can I see
It's
beyond
literally
it?
a crack that's just letting some light through.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. I wasn't sure whether I was looking at like
It's
a
not
magical
like an
portal.
inch you can just poke your eye to. It's literally a fine line crack that you can just see some light coming through.
Okay.
Oh, is it like, so if it's you're inside in a dark house,
Yes.
the window's closed, but it's really sunny outside,
Yeah.
you could just see the faintest edges
Yeah.
on the front door.
Yeah.
If you were to open it, you're like, ah!
Yes, that's it.
Right, okay, cool.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah.
And
Paint the picture for the readers.
yes,
Listeners
and
and viewers.
the Dragonborn push a button on the wall.
Oh, wow.
And the doors begin to move, and they say to you, Jeff,
May the grace of Kond guide you.
And yeah, all that stuff about con to you too.
and they gesture towards the now opening door, and light is flooding in his bloody bright.
Milo.
Don't look directly at it.
They're in my bag.
Okay. Good.
They are staying for the time being.
Yeah, your eyes do take a minute to adjust to this extremely bright light.
Do we need to roll con saves to see if we're blinded?
No, you won't be blinded.
Oh,
It's just, when you go from a dark space to a bright space, you've got that thing where it's really squinting, struggling to sort of...
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just going
The
to
world feels a little bit desaturated a bit, it's just...
keep blinking, and while I do and sort of adjust from the light, I'm just out the corner of my mouth, I'm just going to go, Jeff, if we need to come back, how do we get back in?
We're not coming back in. They said that they don't want us to come back in. They'd rather us, never return. It's not like a don't ever come back here or we'll kill you. It didn't get that kind of vibe. It was more a case of they didn't want anyone else to know.
Well, that's fine. I
this
just wanted
location.
to see more of the city, to be honest.
Do you think we're friends of the Dragonborn now? Or just
I wouldn't say friends,
yeah.
but we're not enemies.
We've just met, really.
Okay.
We've been allowed to go through into their home, into their main lair, and then have come out with our lives and their help. As far as I can say,
That's a win-win.
that's a win from our point of view.
The most reasonable of a lot of people that we've met.
Okay.
Couldn't ask for more.
No.
As our eyes start to adjust, can I have a little scan?
Yes, you can.
See what I can see.
Yeah, I kind of want to look
Yeah.
through.
Roll perception check, please.
Fuck's sake.
22.
11.
Ooh.
Okay.
19. Natural.
22, 11,
You're going
21.
a bit.
21,
Listen.
24.
24. Three of you have a good look around, and you see that the opening that you've just come out by has sealed, and you cannot see where the entrance was.
Right. Okay.
It's a little rocky outcrop.
Just so I assumed that it was still, obviously we did quite long, but as we were going through the doorway, it's magically sealed behind us. Kind of answers my question, actually. Never mind.
Okay. You see, as far as the eye can see, is just a barren land.
Flat?
Flat and occasional rocky outcrops. The sun is scorching down.
We cannot stay out here in the open for long.
Why?
We'll cook.
Must be like 28 degrees out here with no wind. Just off the top of my head. You're not still wearing tinfoil, are you?
No.
Because you will cook with that.
Yeah.
Roast from the inside out.
That crumbled. Well, that was rusty and all hacked up anyway.
I just wasn't sure whether you had kept some inside your jacket.
Just got it wrapped around underneath him, just in case.
His t-shirt, he's got like a cummerbund.
Tinfoil cummerbund.
Cucumber bun.
Cucumber bun. No, that tinfoil, I imagine with days of riding with it on his hands, tinfoil as rugged as it is.
It's famed for being rugged.
Yeah, it is.
It is, yeah.
Space age materials. It would have just shredded off into bits, sadly.
Keth, you get your sight out? Anybody see what we can see? I can't see any movement from where we
The
are.
sun's still really bright.
It is really bright.
I guess I've already done a perception check. And
maybe just look. What?
Sorry,
you two nodding to each other. Maybe just, you're doing a perception check normally, but sorry, you're only looking normally. Maybe if you try looking through your sight, we might be able to spot anything in more detail. Maybe just sort of down that way, and I'm just going to generally point to anything that in our immediate vicinity. Or if you don't think it's worth doing, let's crack on.
I can have a look. It's only good. I rolled 24
already.
I've already
okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I've rolled 24. I'm like, I don't know if I get a worse roll.
Yeah, fair. Yeah. Well, if Keth thinks I've seen everything,
I've had a good look round, and
sees everything.
yeah. I've had a good look round, and we are in the middle of an open desert. Well, in that direction, I can look behind. Well,
no, it's just a wall, mate.
It's like a.
You're looking behind. It's just a wall.
I suppose it's
basically
the mountains,
a rocky outcrop.
So just desert.
But should we try and get out of this sun a little bit? I'm starting to sweat.
To walk on it? Should we go around the edges of the rock if we can, or should you just walk onto this bit that everyone calls the Great Void?
Can I?
I suppose we would just see it as scrubby desert.
Yep.
I guess
it's not like Saharan sand. It's more
just
there's rocks and the odd cactus.
It's more like Death Valley.
The cracks in the ground.
Yeah.
Can I roll to see how? 'Cause obviously we've got where we came from behind us. Can I roll to see how far that stretches round in either direction, so we can follow it for shade?
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Well, you want to see how far the rocky outcrop goes?
Yeah.
Yeah, around the board.
Okay. I mean,
but the one that we've just
come out of.
Yeah.
The rocky outcrop, is it casting a shadow, or is the sun super directly overhead?
It was coming in through the door, wasn't it? So I'd imagine it's
sort of right
ahead.
Yeah. I mean, I could.
That's a 22.
22. You can see the sun isn't. It's into the afternoon now, so the sun isn't directly overhead. And if you wander around the side of the rocky outcrop, you will find a shady patch.
Cool. Okay.
That is marginally cooler than the bit that you are currently stood in.
I always find that the shadiest parts of town are often the coolest.
We need to get out of this sun. You're right, though. We do need to get out of this sun.
I think it's worth pitching up there for some time until it's a little bit.
To camp, that would be.
Yeah.
I'm knackered.
We can't be straight across the desert.
We'll die.
God, no. Straight into it. We don't have tents or anything. Have you still got that sort of...
the hut, but...
If you do the hut, will we bake on the inside?
Yeah.
It's cool and comfortable, isn't it? Remember?
Oh, yeah.
Does it say it's cool and comfortable?
From what we remember, it's sort of like quite comfortable.
It's always
staying at a constant temperature.
But again, character-wise, I have no idea. Yeah.
Oh.
Let's find out.
Comfortable and dry.
Comfortable and dry doesn't necessarily mean the right temperature, though, does it?
Comfortable suggests the right temperature.
But comfortable could just mean squishy.
Comfortable, the atmosphere inside.
There's no space.
There we go.
You know he paraphrases.
Yeah, he paraphrases things, and then we don't know what they actually mean.
We need the full info.
A comfortable atmosphere could just mean they make you feel at home. Though.
Yeah, there's some soft jazz playing,
I was going to say that. Yeah.
The atmosphere inside the space is comfortable and dry, regardless of the weather outside.
Ah, there we go.
Hey.
Welcome to my tiny hut. I hope you find what's inside.
We're going to call you the
shoulders back.
Yeah, that's it, madam.
Well,
go get it.
I'm going to go put the hut up in the shade.
Okay.
That sounds perfect.
It's going to take you about 10 minutes.
I mean, you've got time. Don't burn a spell slot unnecessarily, is all I would say.
Yeah, I've got time.
Jeff would like to very slowly walk over, almost like proper. Tired, exhausted.
Just going to sort of bend down on the ground and just start carving it in.
Yeah.
Symbols.
Can I help at all, Milo? Is there anything you need? Stones or sticks or anything?
Firewood.
If we can get some firewood, I suppose, might help us.
Because it's too hot. It's too cold.
Yeah. What if it rains?
No, but what happens at night time?
That'd be just my luck.
In the desert, it does get quite cool.
But the atmosphere
is that
we might not want to stay in the hut the whole time.
All right.
We might need some torchlight.
I just need a nap for about 8 hours. Yeah, just casual 8-hour nap.
While they're chatting, I'm just going to plonk myself down on the floor while he's drawing his thing, and I'm just going to draw a nice little crude symbol of just getting the pamphlet out, trying to sort of copy it to the best of my ability. Yeah, but still quite crude.
Yeah,
in the dirt.
The Maliki symbol.
Yeah.
What can I do that's useful? I'd like to take a look to see if I can see any tracks leading in a certain direction.
Okay.
Because I guess someone would have left this at some point, and they wouldn't have just walked out into the desert to cook. So there might be some tracks in another direction.
Okay.
That might lead
Roll
somewhere.
perception to look for tracks.
10.
With a 10, you don't see any tracks.
A railer comes
I can't
by.
really think of anything else. No, it's. I can't really see anything.
You might just be tired.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot.
I think
It's fucking hot.
He's wearing a jacket
Yeah.
and a
This
tabard.
is making me sweaty.
Are you wearing mail? It's just your jacket, isn't it?
It's
my
my.
jacket and cape on as well.
and some sort of undershirt.
I'm wearing a black.
He's wearing like
bomber
4
as
layers
well.
as it
Yeah.
is. Has he got cape? Have you got your cape on as well still?
Yeah.
I guess.
Tabard was on, wasn't it? Because we were holding on to it.
True. So yeah, Keth. Well, I liked it. Well, Keth only wore his scale mail beforehand.
Right.
That was just what he wore, and he had a cape over the top of it. So he's got rid of that. So it's just probably that jacket underneath, probably buttoned far too low. 3 buttons undone, and then
The tabard of rage.
The tabard of rage over the top.
Okay.
Lads, I'm a bit.
Which have you got the plumber's gloves, by the way?
Me. It's in my bag.
Oh, okay.
He's not got big white. He's not got big white gloves on. It's got a nice set of fingerless gloves. To be fair. Shooter's gloves, if you will.
Fingerless gloves, but they are made of tinfoil.
No, these are actual gloves.
Just because he was cold.
Just the first 2 fingers missing.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
All the hut's ready.
Night, lads.
Yeah,
What about you?
I'm flagging, but I might have an idea tomorrow in the morning.
Yeah.
I think you set me off now.
You sent me off.
In real life, I was trying to, as a character.
Stop it, you lot.
We've
Go
all
around the
got
table.
how you back. Will you last summer?
I'm just gonna I'll just sit here inside the hut, and I'm just gonna try and keep an eye on. I want to see if I want to wait till I see the moon rise outside,
That's
but
Jeff taking his trousers off.
slowly drift asleep. I'm not too fussed about actually seeing the moon. I'm just gonna start to relax and just drift off. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you're
Is it
half
a
watching a
full
TV
moon?
show and like.
I mean, it's still in the afternoon at the moment, so.
Oh, we're still in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And then Derek's like watching for the moon, and after about 3.5 minutes falls asleep.
Jeff's just going to go straight inside. Thanks, Malrus. Thanks, Milo. Sorry, it's been a long day. We have just slept a lot. Cats and all, and now dragons. This is good. Night. And he's just going to go in and just collapse somewhere.
Trips over Jeff. Sorry, trips over Derek. Hits the ground, falls asleep.
Yeah, just.
Keth's going to walk into the dome and go, I find it really odd. It's like, it's so much cooler in here. And then walk back out again like, oh no, it's really hot. And then walk back in.
It's air conditioned.
Wow.
Yeah. It's got quite a nice condition.
Because you'll have been fascinated by the difference in temperature, I think. Like,
I like to think there is some smooth jazz playing.
oh, I hope so.
Yeah.
Should we decorate the inside? Am I allowed to do that?
What
We
is
don't
it-
have the
is it-
pub
I
anymore.
mean, it only lasts 8 hours, so.
Does it look like a hut? Or does it look... You just
No,
think
it's transparent from the inside.
Yeah, at the moment.
How do you decorate a transparent thing?
Oh, quick
Well,
question.
it'll look like a rock from the outside,
Okay, that's-
but from the inside, I just thought, like, can I have some furniture? Is that allowed?
I guess it can have some furniture.
Your,
Like a bedroll? I'm not, you know, like...
Yeah, have a pool table, fuck it.
Bedrolls.
The Jeff's just asleep on the pool table.
But can I have my?
Jeff's asleep on the pool table then.
I would like my cape over my head because if it's see through from us from the inside out, then
Yep.
it's going to be glorious sun.
Yes, it is, yes.
So I would like to cover my head with my cape, just like pull it up from over my head as I'm lying face down just on the pool table.
It's a nice 21 inside.
Oh,
21.5.
Oh,
increase the temperature.
I think the final like coolness of it has just upped the tiredness of Derek and Jeff. I think a little bit. Finally, it's a nice cool place and just
Keth will lie down as well. We'll do like the classic cowboy thing because he's still got his Stetson or his 10 gallons, so he'll just lean over his eyes like a cowboy.
Yeah,
lying dead flat, and probably I'm
using Bob as a pillow.
Yeah, using Bob as a pillow.
Don't put your head in it.
Yeah,
Bob gets bored halfway through the night.
There's a hippo in the dome.
And Bill
if a hippo
stretches
did come out,
next
it
to
would
him.
break. It would break the hut
Would that make it
because it's a
hippo
large
dome?
creature.
Yeah,
It would end the magic.
Bill's laid out next to him as well. Well, coiled up probably.
Okay.
Just
not like straight next to you.
Arrow straight snake.
Upside down, basking his tummy. I'm wondering why he's not getting tan.
He's got some scraps of tin foil and he's arranged them in front of him.
A tiny mirror under his neck.
Just a quick while Chip recovers. Just
was he drowned?
Quick logistical question for the dome. It doesn't have a door, right? We just walk through what looks like a solid wall.
Yes.
And we're in.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Long rest?
Yes, you can have a long rest.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yes. Spells, precious spells. Sorcery points, oh my god. This is the best day ever.
Jeff's having a crisis.
It's like last light all over again.
The only thing that really changes other than staving off any exhaustion for me is I get my hit dice back. That's it.
Get that hit dice back too. Oh my god.
He's
This is
amazing.
No, don't delete it. What's the dictionary doing?
Is he saying all this in his sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a dream that Jeff's having.
Just getting too hot under this transparent glass room.
Oh dear.
Yeah, he should have taken his coat of folksy reputation and his coat.
It's like sleeping in a greenhouse.
14 layers.
He wakes up absolutely drenched.
The air might be comfortable and atmosphere in there, but in Jeff's body, it's just fucking red hot.
Mind you, you used to fire, so.
That's true,
yeah. Cool. So you get your 8 hours.
Yep.
And the dome vanishes.
Bing.
Yes, finally! I've been sitting here patiently waiting for you to all come to your senses and find your way back into my office. You won't find any nonsense here, just pure concentrated wisdom, so settle in. It's time for your moment with the Master. Firstly, I'm absolutely delighted that you've reported for duty and joined us again. Without you grabbing us with your big hand of unswerving support, we would have fallen over the cliff of podcast obscurity long ago. So, from all of us here in the Roll Britannia crew, thank you so much for being here. Pedro, here already. I didn't know what to shout for you. I got that shout out scroll for me, yes? Yes? Wait, why are you so scraggly and dishevelled? Have you been in a fight or something? An Imperial Hawk tried to steal that scroll from you. Well, very well done holding on to it, boy. You have a rest and sort yourself out. I'll have Flashman investigated right away. That was unsettling. So, this week's shout out goes to Rich Zeppo, who gave us a fantastic 5-star review. Thank you so much for writing that and for being so kind. Worry not, we take our bad puns very seriously indeed, and we endeavour to keep them as terrible as possible for the future. Now, thanks to my incredible genius, I can hear your thoughts. Yes, and those thoughts are, how do I get my own shout out, James? Well, stop thinking and start listening. All you have to do is find us on social media, whichever flavour you like. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, or even Discord, we've got them all covered. And once you've done that, well, start getting creative. Pitch an idea, ask a question, mock one of the characters, or just have a lovely chat with one of the crew. We don't mind, just as long as you get involved. And if your ears are really, really enjoying what they're hearing, why not give us a lovely 5-star review, eh? Whichever way you choose to listen to the world of Roll Britannia, it's nautical nonsense, whether that be Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, or wherever, really. Good pods, even. They will almost certainly have a place very nearby that is very fast and very simple, very easy, a way to leave your lovely critique of the show. And, well, you know, it helps more brilliant people just like you to discover the show, and it'll only take a couple of minutes of your time. So, yeah. Wait, what's that on the horizon? It looks like some ships. It's a fleet of sponsorships.
Hello, it is Ryan, and we could all use an extra bright spot in our day, couldn't we? Just to make up for things like sitting in traffic, doing the dishes, counting your steps, all the mundane stuff. That is why I'm such a big fan of Chumba Casino. Chumba Casino has all your favorite social casino-style games that you can play for free anytime, anywhere with daily bonuses. That should brighten your day a little. Actually, a lot. So sign up now at ChumbaCasino.com. That's ChumbaCasino.com.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. See terms and conditions. 18+.
Tired of ads crashing your comedy podcast party? Good news. Ad-free listening on Amazon Music is included with your Prime membership. Just head to amazon.com/ad-free comedy to catch up on the latest episodes without the ads.
Enjoy thousands of Acast shows ad-free for Prime subscribers. Some shows may have ads.
Hey there, adventurers. Are you on the quest for a perfect dice set? Or perhaps a handcrafted dice box that's as unique as your character? Well, look no further than Tabletop Dominion. Based in the UK, Tabletop Dominion is your one-stop shop for all things tabletop gaming, offering a wide range of high-quality polyhedral dice and artisan gaming accessories. From sharp-edged resin and liquid core dice sets to handcrafted dice boxes made from exotic woods, Tabletop Dominion has everything you need to elevate your gaming experience. And here's the best part. Now you can use promo code ROLLBRIT for 10% off your order. So join us and the Dominion today and embark on your next adventure with Tabletop Dominion by your side. Visit tabletopdominion.com with promo code ROLLBRIT and get 10% off your order. That's ROLLBRIT for 10% off your order at tabletopdominion.com. Tabletop Dominion. Let the games begin.
One last reminder, make sure that you've pressed that subscribe button and then you won't miss out on the latest episode releases. And of course, we won't force you to eat Gorgon's leftovers. Right. That's quite enough for me for this week. Chaos is reigning and those 4 lunatics will definitely be up to no good. So, it's time for you to jump back into the action. Go on, get in there. Go!
And you all get hit by a wave of not quite as hot air.
Did we get a chance to wake up, or am I still on this imaginary pool table?
No,
the pool table's gone. That wakes you up pretty quickly.
Oh, morning.
Evening.
Evening.
It is evening.
Oh.
It's in fact nighttime.
Dusk? Or night?
Yes.
We've really got our patterns fucked up.
It's not dusk or twilight.
No, it's nighttime.
Nighttime.
It's dark.
How cold is it now compared to like the comfortableness inside the dome?
It's cold.
Cold. Fuck.
Anybody get that wood?
Yeah. Sorry.
Sometimes you get some in the morning.
It's evening though.
Or dusk or night.
Haven't got any
Not
evening
at
wood.
my age. I'd almost got up to have a couple of pisses, but I was too tired. So I just didn't bother getting up.
Nope. I didn't. I came straight in and.
Yeah, but it's fucking cold. I'm just gonna half asleep, pat myself down, just to look for my scarf. Then again, realise I don't have it on me. Is the moon out?
Yes.
Can I cast dark vision upon myself?
I mean, it's bright enough. It's not like...
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
There's moon and stars. There's lots of natural light.
Full moon,
That's
half
fine.
moon,
Total eclipse. Is a waxing moon.
Nice. I'd like to just...
It's not a waning moon.
Is it waxing?
No, it's waxing.
Yeah. Is it waxing all? I'd just like to, while we're sort of coming to and figuring out our stuff, waking up properly, Jeff's falling from about, 2.5 feet in midair, downwards, height of a pool table.
Well, it's a halfling pool table, isn't it? So.
That's about a foot and a half. There's like eight different lengths of spider that you can use for it.
My legs and arms have been falling off, and I've had my balls in a pocket.
There's a little rail around the edges. There's a little rail for you to stand on all the way around the edge of it.
And some steps up to it.
A poster bed. Get up and
so while we're just doing that, I'd like to just scrub out the whatever remains, if it does, of the symbol that was there, and so just try and draw one facing where the moon is.
Okay.
And just take some time. Derek, take some time for himself, doing a ritual that he's sort of making up on the fly, but for him, from what he's read from the pamphlet, it's the time that's more important.
Yeah.
Than getting it right.
Finding religion. You?
Not necessarily religion, but just a practice that helps him.
Derek?
Yeah.
Do you have inspiration at the moment?
I used my inspiration to do something, but I can't remember what it was. I don't have one
You don't have it.
From what I can remember, yeah.
You've used it.
Take some.
Aww. Nice,
Nice,
Thank
man.
You. Thank you very much.
All
right. Just feel slightly. I think that was a really nice rest. We should use that hut a little bit more. Yeah.
Yes, more of the same, please, Milo. That was great.
What are you going to do now? You're still in the desert.
I did have an idea just before we went. Half baked as it might
I'm all up.
be.
I'm all up for hearing ideas.
Cool down now, so it doesn't be half baked.
Try something
Well done,
maybe
Evan.
with one of the guy. We could either get some out of Bob or maybe send Casper out if you're okay with that. I mean, you don't know necessarily what's going to happen to him. This is why I'm recommending Bob. But just something to run it, like we did with the donkey, basically.
I have an idea for that.
We'll use it like, what's the old phrase? Like a donkey going into a mine shaft. Yeah.
So Jeff's going to put his hand in his pocket at this one, pat around.
Oh, no.
Hand in his pocket, and he's going to say, Keth, do you want to face the wall for a minute?
But
as in face the cliff. I would face the cliff. I'm about to throw out some cats, and I know that you're not a big fan.
Right. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool, across.
Face the wall.
Stand there. Face the wall.
Keth's arse cheeks immediately go.
Yeah, bend and spread. Jeff's going to again take just a couple of the cats out of the Lotso bag, and Lotso Cat's bag, and just sort of toss them out onto the void bit.
Okay. How many?
2.
Zwei.
A duo of cats.
A brace.
Not a brace.
Not quite.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, not a brace.
Because they don't like each other.
Yes.
There's no embrace.
There is no embrace.
Oh.
Sorry, it's a poor joke. Anyway.
Never say brace again.
Did you just say brace?
No, it's funny.
Brace yourself. He's going to say it.
Oh, dear.
The cats land.
The cats land. The little woolen cats land on the ground and poof, turn into 2 cats. One of them snowy white, and the other one a sort of tortoise shell effect.
What do they do?
Yeah, we're just going to observe, basically.
Okay. They mill about.
Well.
Okay.
Keth.
Yep.
Don't turn around.
Okay. Is this a surprise?
No. Well, it's not one that you'll
still
like.
The cats. There's still
Yeah,
cats.
just the stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Just asking you a quick question. Would you prefer to see them off, for example, or do you want me to just give them a bit of a shoe?
Yeah.
Are you keeping an eye on these cats?
Well, yeah, we're Jeff and I are just watching the cats.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
You seem talking to Keth, who's facing the other way.
Yeah, we're in the same. area.
We're watching the cats, but he's just there.
That's fine.
He's looking away, and we're just like, Keth.
Keeping him informed.
Basically, Keth, do you want to
While you're saying this, the cats are just sort of starting to wander off.
towards into the desert?
No, they're wandering around the other side of the rock.
Okay.
Just shoot them off.
Shoot them off.
Just shoot.
They seem to be doing it themselves, to be honest.
They're not going the way we want, though.
The rocky outcrop.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
I'm going to just sort of chase after them a little bit and go, shoo, get out of here, get out. And just try and roll like an intimidation check to get them to shoo them.
Roll intimidation.
In the direction that I want them to go.
Roll intimidation at disadvantage because they're cats.
Cool. They don't care about shit. I don't think this is going to work because... Oh, intimidation at disadvantage.
Yes.
So the first thing that I rolled was a natural 2, but at disadvantage...
Probably like a 19 still.
But I'm just trying to check. Intimidation. Yes, I do have my expertise for it. So that would be a 21. Oh, I'm sorry, natural 2. Yeah, I treat it as a 10, so it would still be.
See what I mean?
Yeah.
Can I see what...
I wasn't far wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I follow where the cats go and just go around to the top of the rocky outcrop to see what's behind us and above us?
So you want to climb the rocky outcrop?
Oh, I thought we could just... Yeah.
They've gone around.
So you could just near.
Just
I'm going to need
go
more descriptive words.
and walk up. It's not we have to climb it. We can't sort of... There's not slopes either side.
No, you just climb it.
How high is it?
10 feet?
I'm shooing them. I was just trying to shoo them into the desert, basically.
Void,
yeah, essentially.
They're just fleeing away from you round this rocky outcrop.
Still not very good with the old animal handling, am I, Jeff?
Have you mage hand, Milo? Malrus used to be able to do something called mage hand. Wonder if you can do that.
Yeah.
As the cats wander off around the other side, Are you chasing them all the way, or are you?
If they're not going off in the direction that I want them to go in, I'm just going to probably keep trying as hard as I can to get them to change their course. But if they keep committing to like the outskirts, I don't want to get too far away from everybody else.
Well, eventually you'll come back round and Keth will be facing them.
Yeah.
Keth.
Yep.
Couple of little furry friends on the way round to you by accident. Sorry about that.
It's the same two, I think, that I put out there.
Yeah, I couldn't get them to go where we wanted to, so we may have to...
If you want, you could boot them in there.
Transfer them by air, maybe.
Air transfer.
I'm not too morally conflicted about this, since about 3.5 minutes ago they were just wool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're still watching them? You're still chasing them?
Yeah, I'm just sort of trying to... Well, I'm having a bit of a rough time with it, because it's kind of like herding cats a little bit.
Yeah. They're not they're trying to sort of shiver them away from the thing. All they want to do is follow this wall round.
Then I keep doing it, but sort of accidentally following round.
Herding them to Keth the boot out into the void.
Yeah. Can I do some sort of maybe insight, or... it's probably insight. I want to see, like... Are they wandering round because, like cats, that's where they want to go? Or is it like they can smell some food and they're super interested in this?
Roll insight, I guess?
I'm not sure whether with the ring, I'm not sure whether cats have an intelligence higher than 4, and I suspect they probably do because they're cats. That's an insight, which is a insight. Where is it? 15 total.
With 15, you see that they are just being cats and just following a wall around.
Keth, I'm really sorry, but maybe it might be time to get the old door key out.
Unless Milo can mage hand and just lob them over. Drop them in the void.
What's mage hand?
That's something that I've seen ARS do before.
ARS is dead.
I know, but I wondered if Milo could do it.
Why are we putting cats in the void?
Just to see if there's any kind of, like, anything underground. Like, if we put something there, is like a mighty moonworm going to come up and grab from the ground and eat them? And so if we walk on the void, are we going to just get instantly killed? So we're just trying to test. Rather than test the water, we're testing the void.
Yeah, it's like I say.
You know you are on the void.
Yeah.
I was going to say, yeah, that's what
we've been on the void now for about
at least 8 hours, yeah.
But we are on the outskirts, and in front of us is a vast expanse of desert that we...
Did anyone say you were on the outskirts?
Well, we're near a rocky outcrop, and in front of us is a vast expanse of desert.
Yeah.
And behind us is mountains, so I was sort of like...
Who said that?
No one said that.
Behind us is the rocky outcrop that we got.
Yeah.
So we've been plonked in the middle.
No one said mountains.
Nobody said I think you asked about mountains, and it was rocky outcrop. Sorry.
Whether if there was any shade around the rocky outcrop that we came out
cool.
of.
So we just popped up of essentially where we are, then just character-wise, we're just in the middle of a vast flat plain.
Yes.
And there's a big rock.
See, I thought we were coming from like a bunch of like rocky hilly, and there's a vast flat plain in front of us.
I think I'd got a similar picture.
Yeah,
in my head,
yeah.
No.
That's what I'm getting confused about. So I'm like, walls, mountains. I presume we've just been plonked. We've popped up in the middle of the desert in a door that's inside
a rocky outcrop.
A little rocky outcrop.
Okay.
So you produced a couple of cats. Well, we slept on the shady side of this rock.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Then you produced a couple of cats.
Yeah.
And chucked them out the other side of the rocky outcrop, and you've chased them basically round back to where Keth is.
Yes.
You asked me to face the wall, so I'm facing the rocky outcrop.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yes, you almost run, doesn't matter which way, but you've run clockwise round this rocky outcrop,
I was almost
chasing
thinking,
cats, and they come back round to me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was almost thinking that we were just like, we'd popped out at the side of a rimmed flat basin kind of thing. That kind of, because you were asking about the rocky outcrop, how far does it stretch around us? And I'd sort of imagine more of a grand scale in my head, I think. So we're in the middle of the thing. Yeah, I just don't really I don't know where we are. I don't really trust it. Wanted to sort of test it, but Keth, they're fucking coming round to you. Do you still have any cucumbers on you, please? Because I don't think they grow here. As he's sort of like doing this, but trying to not scare these cats because they're going in the wrong direction. Yeah.
If they get around to Keth, he'll deal with them appropriately.
I mean, we can't really put them in. I don't really want to put them in Bob after we pulled the dogs out. So we let those dogs out. We did.
I can get more cats if we want.
What are we doing, lads?
Can I try something?
Sure.
I mean,
these two.
Is it fireable?
No. It says casting time 1 hour.
It takes an hour to cast then.
So I want to do Find Familiar.
Okay.
Just look for something that's familiar. Sand in your eyes.
That has been familiar, hasn't it?
Yes. What does Find Familiar do?
So, Find Familiar, although it says duration instantaneous, which is a bit weird, the range area 10 foot, says you gain the service of a familiar, a spirit that takes an animal form you choose. Bat, cat, crab, frog, hawk, lizard, octopus, owl, snake, poisonous, fish, rat, raven, seahorse, spider, or weasel.
Seahorse. It's going to be seahorse, isn't it?
When it says snake, does it say poisonous or venomous?
It says poisonous.
Oh, don't eat it then.
Interesting.
How bizarre they've written
So
that
Derek
way.
could
The
eat
familiar
it, potentially.
has the statistics of the chosen form, though it is a celestial, fae, or fiend, your choice, instead of beast. Your familiar acts independently of you, but it always obeys your commands.
Uh-huh.
In combat, it rolls its own initiative and attacks on its own turn. A familiar can't attack, but it can take other actions as normal.
Ooh.
Okay.
That sounds really
more.
cool.
Sounds almost exactly like Bill.
when
No,
a
don't
fa-
need to read it. It's all really familiar.
No, do.
Yeah.
When a
please do.
familiar drops to 0 hit points, it disappears, leaving behind no physical form. It reappears after you cast the spell again. As an action, you can temporarily dismiss the familiar into a pocket dimension.
Ooh.
Alternatively, you can dismiss it forever.
Prison wallet.
As an action, while it is temporarily dismissed, you can cause it to reappear in any unoccupied space within 30 feet of you. Whenever the familiar drops to 0 hit points or disappears into the pocket dimension, it leaves behind in its space anything it was wearing or carrying. While your familiar is within 100 feet of you, you communicate with it telepathically. Additionally, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn. This is really long, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's an interesting spell.
Yeah, it's a
Gaining
awesome spell.
the
Because you can
benefits
walk
of
into
any
it.
special senses that the familiar has during this time, you are deaf and blind with regard to your own senses.
Ooh. That's a walk, yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yes.
You can't have more than one familiar at a time. You cast this spell whilst you already have a familiar. You instead cause it to adopt a new form.
Oh,
Choose one of the forms from the above list. Your familiar transforms into its chosen creature. Finally, when you cast the spell within range of touch, your familiar can deliver the spell as if it has cast the spell. Oh, that's cool.
What's that? Sorry,
So you can
clarify
use
that?
it. So your familiar can touch something instead of you having to touch it to cast a spell that requires touch.
Any spell.
That's really
Any touch spell.
Only a touch. Well, yeah. A spell that any spell that you
can
have though that needs touch.
Yeah, your familiar can touch it instead.
This is like improved Bill. Sorry.
Sorry.
And
At
it
least
must
Bill's real.
use its reaction to deliver the
Bill's real.
spell.
At least Bill's
when you
real.
cast it.
Yeah.
If the spell requires an attack roll, you use your attack roll modifier for the roll.
That's for the touch spell that you're
End
delivering.
of big long paragraph.
That's your anyway.
Lasts 1 hour.
Okay.
Okay, that's what. How long does it take to cast?
An hour.
It takes an hour to cast.
Yes. So he has to do nothing for the next hour.
And just
And if he
keep
does
sitting in
anything,
the
it
thing.
will
I have
break.
to start
Start
again.
all over again.
And then it'll last for an hour. So if we don't then use... If it's not useful for the next hour, it's always like we've waited an hour.
I see an opportunity for hijinks.
Or wait till he gets to 59 minutes and distract him.
Oh my god!
Your funeral.
Distraction.
I was trying to use this to do something useful.
No, that's fine. Yeah,
It's quite funny.
I was going to choose a hawk.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, clever.
So come
Now-
back in an hour and we might.
What I
have
will say to you about this spell is that normally I don't like components of squells. Squells?
Squells.
That's me. I don't like components for squells, but I also don't like them for spells.
Yeah.
But
understandable.
Yeah.
There
seems
are
like it's more
a few
applicable.
spells which I think are so powerful that they require some sort of sacrifice from the caster.
Mm-hmm.
Permanent or
sacrifice is
usually permanent.
What kind of thing are you thinking of? Like sacrifice in the way that we've sacrificed stuff to gods, or sacrifice in terms of like a
his
thing?
500 gold.
I think a thing
Okay.
Right.
is more, I think using your magical channeling, your magical focus you would have to effectively destroy an item.
Ooh. Interesting.
Of some sort of value. Not just like some random shitty paper that you just got lying about.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's things like this, and there's a couple of like really powerful like uber spells.
There's a lot of necrotic stuff that's really expensive, from what I recall.
Because some
really
of them,
powerful.
you can see that when you actually look at the components required for them, they have like
a money limit and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's like you have to have something that's worth like 10,000 gold pieces.
This says 10 gold worth of charcoal, incense, and herbs must be consumed by a fire in a brass brazier.
Oh, so it's a specific ritual?
But again, we've never done...
No, we've never done
but it takes an hour to cast, so I think you would need to...
Translate
10 gold's worth of stuff, which for us is actually not a lot.
No, true.
Yeah. But I think it will require...
Can I just burn 10 gold then?
If you can find a way to burn 10 gold, yeah.
Get fire hot enough.
I think...
just like sacrifice 10 gold. How will I sacrifice? We're just literally...
Well, that's up to you.
Give it to Keth.
Would that be...
No. That's up to you as a spellcaster, isn't it?
Or do I just leave 10 gold in the dirt and leave it to the world?
I think, if you use the gold to create a sort of magical symbol or something, that would be I think that would work.
So draw a hawk?
Just for the...
Outline of a hawk in gold pieces?
Essentially, just for the reader at home that...
Listener.
I like reader because it feels a little bit,
The ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. So, who may be more au fait with like the actual standard way of D&D, what we're looking for is a way to translate the rules that are on the card into stuff that would actually matter to our characters and like the equivalent power of that spell.
I've only got 50 gold. So 10 gold
20% of his
worth
wealth.
A fucking lot of money for me.
Worldly possessions at this point.
It's 20% of his income, of his entire wealth at one moment.
Because who knows where that ship's gone, what we've, you know what I mean? It might not still be there.
That may very well not still be there.
Probably impounded.
I mean, you've been away for, over a week already?
Well, that's fine. We've paid for 6 weeks.
You did.
Did we do 6 weeks?
Well, you paid for a month.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I paid for a month.
And you get 3 weeks grace.
Yeah, 3 weeks. That's it. I thought it was 2 weeks, but yeah. That's it. We paid for 3 weeks grace.
So... Are you going to tell us about this and then start doing it, or are you just...
let's just say what I've read. I'm just sort of going to give you
summarise.
Okay, you just I can do the spell.
I can do this. I'm doing the thing, so I don't have to...
Okay.
Please
don't
interrupt me.
Yeah. Give me an hour, I'm going to make a hawk.
Cool.
He's going to do some paraphrasing.
Yeah.
Derek thought about it for a moment. But
he thought about waiting like 45 minutes or so. Yeah. Just for lols.
Milo, can I just keep your watch that keeps perfect time, please?
No.
55 minutes later.
Yeah.
Maurus!
59.
Have you seen this? What? It's a rock exactly the shape of a rock.
Yeah. It's in the same shape as a
Oh my god. It's a desert.
I guess I'm going to...
Get stuck in?
I'll get 10 gold out of my pocket, kneel down onto the dusty floor, and start very carefully pouring out
if we pick it up
the shape. Really detailed shape.
Put in the gold coins at really important parts of the shape.
What are you drawing? What's the picture?
The hawk.
Okay.
Cool. So it looks like a constellation.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that's what I'm thinking. That's quite
very
cool.
That's cool. Yeah,
I'll go with that.
And the gold coins are the stars, and the lines will join it up. And
when I'm
look,
done,
a dot to dot.
Well, you're not done.
No, but when I'm coming towards the point of being done, I'm going to open up the amulet that's around my neck and fire some magical energy towards the coins.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
That's a cool ritual.
I like
That's really cool.
I like it.
You can just imagine it sort of rise you up.
A little bit sort of Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Opening
Open it.
The little thing that you described.
I like it a lot.
Those episodes back.
Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Well, so he's got an hour doing that. Keth's still facing a wall, and I'm just sort of wandering after some cats now, going, oh, it turns out this rocky outcrop goes all the way around and we're not on the edge of a giant basin, I guess.
What happens when we roll really badly? I mean,
your perception,
That's what happens when we journey for a really long time, sun's in our eyes.
Sun's in our eyes when we come out.
Yeah.
I just look at the cats and go, I guess you're free now?
Go be cats.
Are they near Keth yet?
Yes.
How close? As in, like...
Oh, they're a couple of feet away. They've run all the way around.
Yeah.
All the way around.
Sorry, Keth.
Like 5 feet.
4 feet. 3
3
feet.
2 feet. They're on you! They're climbing you now!
Are they actually?
They're literally on your head. No.
Oh, God. Keth shoots his head off.
They're just, they're rubbing themselves against your legs.
Keth, stay calm.
Keth's like quivering, going,
Get him off! Get him off! Get him off!
I'm going to try
and calm down over there. I'm trying to concentrate.
And he starts again.
Yeah.
2 minutes burnt.
It was really easily quick to lay out the 9 gold pieces and to get into the last one. This isn't going to take long at all. Oh, fuck. I just want to try and do an animal handling check to just try and pick them up.
Yeah.
my cat's going to be furious.
Animal handling. It's only an 11.
No. They squirm.
They're damn squirmy.
Quick. I just like how they.
It goes really long when you try and pick it up. How? It's like 3 feet in the air. The feet are still on the ground.
Does it look like there's bits of wool like hanging between the two parts?
They're full-grown cats.
Yeah,
right. They're
yes,
not cats.
But they're made of. All cats are made of elastic magic and accordions.
And just
cats are a liquid. We know this.
Non-Newtonian fluid. Yeah. As I start to lift it up, I'm like, quick attempt with the zap of the ring of animal influence.
Right.
Does it have an intelligence of a 4 or lower than a 4?
It has an intelligence of 3.
Excellent. Wisdom save of, what was it, 13? I think that we decided because it's similar to the potion.
Both of them?
I'll use one ring of animal influence on the one that I'm attempting to pick up.
Okay. What's the check?
It has to be wisdom of higher than wisdom DC 13.
That's 12.
So it starts to sort of like squirm a little bit less, I guess.
Yeah, it suddenly becomes very compliant and wants to be your friend.
Animal friendship, lovely. I'm going to let him start to crawl onto Derek's shoulder a little bit.
It sort of hugs you and purrs.
Aw, lovely.
Where's the other one?
Still rubbing itself against your legs.
And I'm going to go and try and animal influence the other one as well with the ring.
This was not pairing.
It's a 14.
Oh, fair enough. No.
It's scared.
So it's still not working. I've only got one left. Keth is quite still in distress, right?
Well, Keth is going to look down because he's almost like stood rigid. Going to look down and see this cat. Which one is this one? Is it the tortoiseshell or the bright white one?
It's a bright white one.
The bright white one. Whoa. Handy the desert. Wasn't covered in fur. Look down at this cat that's rubbing its leg, and then he's sort of close his eyes and take a moment of breathe out. Going to bend down very slowly, keeping his feet as they are.
Yep.
Going to bend down very, very slowly.
Just don't do it because you won't hear
It's hard as I'm standing in the real world.
And there's
he's
cat playing with
he's going to reach down with this big green paw of a hand, and he's going to pick up this cat by the scruff of its neck. Which is the back of its neck.
Yeah. Not the lapels.
Yeah.
Choke it out.
So he's going to pick this with a completely straight arm, like he's holding a live grenade or something. He's going to pick this, and it's the cat.
It is
turn the cat to look at it, like shaking fist.
Is it a white cat with blue eyes?
Yes.
And he's looking at it like. And then, who's the closest person to me? Is it Derek?
Derek, next to you.
And then he's going to turn the cat, shaking his arm, back towards Derek and go,
please don't.
I need you to hold this right now. And then he's going to throw the cat towards Derek.
Throw a cat.
Okay. Roll to catch cat. At disadvantage.
Can I roll a like an evasion or dexterity?
Yes, you can try to avoid the cat.
I just want to duck out the way.
Flailing cat attacks.
Yeah. Evasion, dex save.
Nice,
no, sorry. I would like to use my
roll to hit with cat.
Cunning action. What is it?
Ranged weapon.
Yes.
The cat is a ranged weapon because it's
cat is a ranged weapon. Yeah. Would it be dex save?
Yes.
Cool.
Didn't roll very well.
That's a 20, not nat. Natural 12.
17.
Oh, you missed with
I rolled a 5.
I rolled a 5. So the scene is this. Keth, you've very carefully picked up a cat, told Derek to take it, swung your arm back and hold the cat.
Just lost his cool at the end.
Yeah. Get away from me, cat! To which Derek has gone, fuck this shit. What? Nope.
Fuck it out! I say really, really loudly. And then I go, Keth, why did you... It's okay.
And you see Keth run off like going, like trying to sleep with the fur over, like,
Keth, you did really well.
Execute the intruders. Our Bucks' choice was made to follow the girl. They must get to the void. The Dragonborn will aid. They exit from a tunnel through a rocky crack to a barren landscape. There's no going back. Milo makes a bubble hut. Cat looks for track but sees none. Jeff sleeps on a pool table and Derek gains inspiration. Milo starts a long ritual, a constellation made out of gold. Jeff sends out cats to check for safety, but they're not doing as they're told. What awaits him in the void now Keth has faced his fire? Well, I guess you'll find out next time on Roll Britannia!
Danger, mystery, intrigue. Think you've heard all that actual play podcasts have to offer? Think again. I'm Nate Peterson. The Dungeon Master for... Yes, Stuart, what can I do for you?
I know naught of this, Stuart. My name is Dweezil Vanzafir, the Bard of Bards.
Well, firstly, your name's Stuart and you're from Yorkshire. Secondly, I don't know if you've noticed, I'm trying to record an advert for our show.
Well, firstly, in your parlance, I've never even heard of this Yorkshire, and secondly, if there is a show to be advertised, then surely it should be I, Dweezil Vanzafir, to do the advertising.
I wouldn't have thought so. I mean, surely this is a job for me as the Dungeon Master.
Perhaps a, song?
No, I certainly don't think it's time for a song.
5 adventurers, brave and true, strong of will and strong of arm, a band unbreakable through and through. They protect each other from insult and harm. What more persuasion could one require? Tune in to hear our tales.
Dice and Desire. You see, Stuart, words do have power, but certainly not as much power as the Dungeon Master. Join me as I corral my merry band of misfits through Storm King's Thunder every week on Dice and Desire, a 5e actual play podcast.
Sports Social Podcast Network.
Lean on us.
We are here for you.
You matter.
You are not alone.
Are you feeling overwhelmed? Not sure where to turn? The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is there for you 24/7. Call or text 988 or chat at 988sc.org. Whether you're having an emergency or you know someone who needs support now, they can help you take the next step towards finding hope and healing.
There is hope. 988sc.org.